Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. Trying to get my chat up here. Give me just a minute. There we go. This works. Oh. Alright. Well, if you are joining us today, we have a 1-hour race at Nords. Nürburgring, aka, and okay, cool. Just checking some things here. My boy, what's up, man? Going to try and get some action here. See what people got going on. People are practicing at night right now. You gonna make it in today, dude? Stock BMW M307s. Pretty fun cars. They got the good horsepowers. Good enough horsepowers. Race starts in 25 minutes. So just checking in on everybody, see what they got going on. We do have 2 compounds required today, as will always be. Outside watch football, that works. One thing new, if you guys are tuning in this later, that you can want to go ahead and put out there, I have decided to keep points for these races. I'm going to be doing 1 race every week for the rest of this year, so what, 5 more races including this one, so 6 maybe. At the end, tally up all the points, and the winner is either going to get a $50 Amazon gift card or 1 piece of merch from my merch store. There's some things in there that are over $75, I think, or over 50. I think my hoodie's up there or something like that. So either a piece of MMA merch, like a big hoodie or whatever, or a $50 Amazon gift card, whatever you prefer. That way I can just send people the code. So yeah, so now everybody got a little bit of something to race for. It's nothing crazy, but we'll have fun with it either way. Let's see what we got going on. We got Lisa Salters is in here. Good to have Lisa back. We got Boku back. Good to have him back. I expect these two to be having a nice little run out front. I actually don't know this driver here. I post this race in several different discords, and word of mouth reaches out to people, so curious to see what he does. I think he's an A or A plus driver, so expecting to see some good racing from him as well. Who do we have here? It's kind of hard to see because I'm looking at the screen here, but I know we got Stratos back, we got Devon back, we have Buzz Unbox back again for another week. Our resident drifter back here. This is a new driver, friend of a friend, so let's see what he's able to muster up today. I am letting the drivers practice at night right now because a good portion of the race is at night, so they'll be have to deal with that. Heavy clouds. May or may not have to deal with some rain, I don't know. You never know. You just never know here. But yeah, man, I appreciate you hopping in, dude. Even though you're watching some football. Are you watching Football or football? Watching American football or soccer? I know you will be offended by that. D, why am I still in chat with you and you're on here? Got my boy D in here for his first race. Got a new wheel and pedals. Went to a direct drive, so excited to have him in the race. America football, okay. You're trash. That's fine, bro. You just got it just the other day. We ain't here to see who the fastest is. Alright, I lied. We are here to see who the fastest is, but Browns versus Steelers. You probably have more fun watching. You'd probably have more fun in the race, to be honest with you, bro. Browns and Steelers. That's. I can't think of. I mean, there are like 150 other things I'd rather watch than the two most boringest teams in the league play each other. One of them has no emblem on their helmet. It's just brown, like Dookie. And the other one only has one emblem on their helmet. And the NFL is just boring. I'm a hater for sure. We got one in the pits. Who do we have here? At least Salter's out here getting some crack in. So I don't really tell people the tire wear. I don't really tell people the fuel consumption. So that's something they have to learn on the fly as we go. Just to keep it lighthearted and keep it fun. Each week, I do release a track and car combos. I do know the track for next week. Haven't sorted a car, but I'll do that tonight and release that info after the race. Yeah, I don't know about that, D. My thing is, yeah, I don't really know. That's about the same thing as I got, D, and I would basically sell mine to you for half of what you're gonna buy that for. If you'd like to have this one back. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. My rig. I don't know if you're still in chat. You hate college because they can't tackle? Yeah, I really don't like it. Yeah, if you want this play seat, bro, I would sell it to you. I think what I paid $200 for it, I literally sell it to you just for $100, just to try to get a little bit of money back. And you know, it's basically brand new. I'm 99% sure it will. At least the bottom. I don't know about this top plate, but if you find out that it will, I definitely will sell it to you for literally half of what that is. What's that? Going to, oh, okay. This one. I was just reading. I would just keep track of what's going on here. I actually cannot see my screen, so I'm just watching through the broadcast. Let's see. I'm trying to just make sure I give people plenty of time to practice at night and at day. Majority of the race is going to be at night, so... Actually, I believe this race tonight is actually going to be pretty even. I think the first 10 to 15 minutes of the race is going to be daylight going into night. And then I think we race about 35 to 40 minutes at night. And then the last 15 minutes or so should be daylight. So the daylight's just split up into two pieces where the night's one big piece. So it should be good, but I don't know. Sometimes you test it. We tested it the other day. I tested it with D the other day. It was perfect. Like the light came at the exact like literally 20 seconds after I wanted it to, so I left it there. But this shit changes all the time. You can't ever tell. What do we got here? That's the new. What's that? Hold on one second, bro. For some reason, my game is extremely loud, but my audio is extremely quiet. What'd you say now?
Just fix it then.
Yeah, the thing is like, it's just, I think my Discord's just, audio is just really low, so. Like, I can't hear you very well. But I'll be by myself during the race anyways, so.
That's what I was saying. I'm gonna practice comms so I can hop in comms with you next time or something like that. You know?
Oh, yeah, yeah. You can do it tonight if you want
You
to.
know, be Rob Jr. over here
Hey.
thumbing in the softy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit's still one of the most crazy shit I ever heard. Wish I could have him do it. He's just, it's just too late for those guys. I have a commentator's Discord where I have, I got Toon, Leo, Tati, and Flawed all in there. Everybody's busy tonight. Of course, Flawed's too late. I didn't even put Rob in there because this race is literally like 1:30 or 2:30 in the morning for them, so I didn't even bother asking them. Yeah, because they're 5 hours ahead in GMT time. So, all right. So, let's see. Everybody's kind of getting their practice on. Just gonna keep letting them go here. It's 15 minutes till we have plenty enough drivers that we are definitely going to be running this race. I will be doing comms watching. My boy D might as well join me and com, but I need you racing, so.
Yeah, that's what I said next time. Trying to finish my finishes. We gotta change the tires eventually.
uh, 15 minutes till race start. I'm gonna let the drivers know. I have to walk over here, so don't at me. Hey, baby. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch cams. And I'm going to go sit back at my chair for a minute because we have some business to take care of. We have to do a drawing for who's going to start where. D, I'm going to just put you in the back. There's a couple people.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to put a couple people where they're going to be comfortable, but I might just do, I might not even do this drawing. What I might do is rating. So I have 4 A pluses, 1 A, 1, 2, 3, 4 Bs, and a D. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, hopefully you guys can see me in chat. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to assort the top drivers. I'm going to basically A pluses are going to be up front. A's and then B's. That's what we're going to do. But their order will be determined by my daughter in just a minute. when I reset the lobby.
Alright, Scotty, I'm gonna hop out the chat, buddy.
Alright, Riff. I appreciate it. I'll probably hop out the chat myself. Just that way, I don't have to worry about somebody randomly hopping in the middle of the race talking mad craziness. Yeah, no quality, Lisa. Actually, my daughter is going to be picking your starting position, so could be. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, and everybody's going to love it. Oh, man. Yep. My daughter's basically going to start pick position, but I am going to be reasonable about it, and the faster people will start up front, at least. But your starting position in the front will be determined by my little one. Yes. Okay. Look at this, 10 people here today. Okay. I'm going to put the A's. The A's are going to be one group. A's and A pluses are going to be one group. B will be another group. And I'm going to go ahead and put D last just because this is literally his first race. So that's probably where he'd be most comfortable at. All right, baby girl, come here. Pick one of these cars right here. See these 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Point at one car. Point at any one. Which one? This one? Okay.
Purple.
Purple? Well, we're going to pick one at a time, okay? Okay, so pole position. Lisa Salters. Determined by my daughter. Okay, that was the first one. What about the second one? Same group, but you can't pick that car. Which ones? No, you got to pick one of these right here. Which one you like? This car? Okay. We have Tusm is second. Alright, same group. Which one do you like? Can't pick this car and you can't pick that one. Which ones? That okay. Boku is third. Honestly, this is how all qualifying should be done. Hey, come here. Who you like now? Okay. And then next, which one you like? Okay, there's only this one or this one. Which one? Alright, and then now out of those ones, which one you like? Alright, which one you like after that? Okay, and after that? Okay. Got it. Thank you, baby. Qualifying grid order is determined. It's going to be Lisa Salters, Tusm, Boku, CBD, what is this guy's name? JTT Fastan. And then it was Strat. And then Devon. I'm going to kick this person. Okay, 9 minutes left. Grid has been determined. The only thing is I'm gonna be behind on chat at the moment. I do apologize if you are in chat. I cannot see my computer and this screen at the same time, so I gotta do the admin stuff, and then I will be able to read chat. I can read chat, but it's just gonna be a bit behind. Let me pull it up here. I'm gonna be a bit slow on chat, but I'll be able to read it from here. I will get this sorted eventually how I want to do it. View channel. We will go live. Be able to read chat. Turn down my volume here. Make the piece of paper with the names on it extra big, smart kid. Yeah, I've got it. I just wrote it down, so I just held my hand over. what she did. I've got the names in order, so she picked. So that's going to be the starting grid. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys practice for about. I'll probably start about 8:27. I'll reset the lobby, have you guys tick in, and then I'll set the grid. It should be daylight, and then it's going to be the portion of night, and then it should go into daylight at the very end. When I practiced it, it did. Whether it stays that way, I haven't made any changes, so we will see. If it doesn't do that, you know how GT7 is. But I did test it the other day, the entire 1 hour test, and the timing of the day-night cycle was perfect. I was completely happy with it. It was day, then we ran our night cycle, and then it was day for like, I don't want to say the amount of time, but it was plenty enough time for people to see, right? Yeah, plenty enough time. Anyways. Should be a fun race. Let me see if anybody is on the track here. We'll just take a quick peek. We have JTT Fast Dan, which, like I said, I haven't seen JTT Fast Dan race before. A+ driver, so I'm sure we really shouldn't have any issues with ethics or anything with him. Everybody else, I do know and have spoken to or have raced with, so not concerned about any of these guys. I know you guys are all fantastic, so we're just cycling through. I'm going to put in chat no quality. I'm going to go ahead and just get this bad boy started. And we're just going to run. The no quality, please. Starting. Gosh. No qualifiers. Setting grid now. Please check in. Check in. And go on. Starting race. Higher. Thanks. That dude literally left as the race starts. Bad timing. Okay, here we go. So, fastest first grid is set by host, and we will change this to 9. And then once we do it, we will, for some random person, try joining as soon as I do it. Okay, down to 9 people. No worries. Very strong chance we end with less people. Gonna do a double reset. Okay, double reset. Should be daylight. After this. There we go. As soon as we get everybody ticked in, should not be too long. Everybody here knows the deal. Looks like we'll have 9 racers today, so that'll be fantastic. Everybody would just get moved up 1 slot, whomever was after Fast Dan, which is 5th. So no worries there. CBD and Racer GT and Strats and Devon. Come on, fella. You're killing your daylight time. Come on, Strat. Killing daylight time, Strat. Come on. You got the best looking car. There we go. Setting starting grid. We have Lisa Salters. We have Velvet Thunder. Actually, it's already set. Lisa Salters, Velvet Thunder, Baku, CBD, Racecross, Stratos. Literally, the grid's already set. That's actually insane. Whatever. Not even gonna complain. Gonna start the race right now. Let's get this thing underway. Unfortunately, I'll be by myself. Where is starting race? So, starting soon. Alright. Clean race, 1 hour at Nords in the BMW M3 2007. Super fun car. Let's get this thing started. Is there time to fill up my water bottle? Yes, CBD, go ahead. Let me know in chat when you're back. And I'm gonna start this race. Because we're killing daylight time for y'all right now. I don't mind. He said hurry up. Go get your water bottle filled up. You okay? Okay.
Don't worry, my feet.
What's that? Okay, Daddy's gonna go turn the camera off for this. You're gonna bring your big ship in here? Okay, you gotta be quiet though. Oh my goodness, my wheel. Turn off my camera. You guys don't need to see me in the overlay. Display capture. Sorry, wrong one. Turn those off. We will watch the race together. Yeah. As soon as CBD gets back, we will get this bad boy fired up. And, get started here. I just need... Okay. Camera is turned off. CBD filling up a water bottle, and we're getting started. I am not checking in. Okay. Yep. CBD filling up the biggest water bottle in the history of Earth. Okay. Starting in 1 minute. CBD's back. It is 12:31. We are 1 minute late. No, I don't mind. I'd rather people get as soon as they're ready. Everybody's ready. It's okay. We'll be starting the race soon as he says he's back. Hey, baby, you have to be quiet. You cannot turn that. You cannot hit that button. I'm sorry. You can play with it. You just can't hit that button, okay? The noise button. Okay. You guys probably going to the potty. Starting the race before it gets nighttime. Let's go. Come on, you guys. I'm just trying to do this so you guys have, so it's not literally night for the horse. All right, here we go. Starting race. Let's go. The only reason I'm being a bit impatient, that's all. All right, here we go. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Normally I'll be racing in these races, but I don't know. I actually like and I enjoy watching the races. So I'm gonna be watching this race with you guys. Oh shoot! I gotta hit buttons. And we do have horns, so please don't spam horns. If you're listening, they're probably not listening to me, but here we go. See if anybody jumps. Somebody jumped in the back. Might have been my boy Devon back there. Yep. That's okay. Tuzum got a really good start. If Lisa goes up the inside, this first corner could be a bit sketchy. Lisa, let's see. See if Lisa gets the switch back here. Lisa does not. Box is still first. Boku in third. We have CBD in fourth at the moment. Followed by Racer GT, Stratos, and Hella Fun. Everybody in line at the moment. Just get through these first couple corners and we will make our way through the grid and check for tires. Everybody seems to be keeping it pretty straight. Long race here, very long race. As you guys know, there's what, 112 or 115 turns in nords, so I imagine everybody keeping a cool head. Let's do a check for tires. We have Tuzum in the Sports Soft. Lisa Salter is also in a sauce. We have Boku in the Sports Medium, so he's the first of the meter runners. Already about a second behind, so you expect him to lose some time, but he should run longer. We have CBD on Sports Mediums. We have Turret on the softs back here, so he probably wants to make up some ground on the soft runners. Racer GT is also on mediums, keeping ground with Turret, so that's good for him. Got my boy Stratos, also on the mediums. Hella Fun, also on the mediums, getting very wide. Our resident drifter. And my boy D, doing well back here in mediums. Big shout out to my boy D. This is his first race. So getting used to the wheel. But yeah, we're gonna jump back up front. Look like we have Lisa really up on Tuzum's behind here. Not really a lot of room to make any way here, but looks like Turret's really keeping up with CBD really well, I think. Yeah, so all these guys are on mediums. Actually, Turret's on soft, so he's going to want to try to make his way around CBD and Boku. But, unfortunately for Turret, two very fast drivers. Keep in mind, we are on sports tires tonight, so you know, not as much grip as you may be used to if you do a lot of racing on street tires. So, but everybody's kept it clean. I think we've seen no wrecks. So, look like Boku got a little bit of air. Oh, Boku was flying, got some air, and out 1.5 second penalty. Not good for Boku. He's the only person I've seen get air, so he was definitely moving well. Luckily for Boku, light damage. So he will recover. He will just have to deal with that 1.5 second penalty. Long race though, so I have all the faith. Plus, Boku is also on the medium tires, so going for a longer stint. Damage repaired. Hella Fun to play back here. Is also moving very well on mediums. Stratos, unfortunately, with a lot of damage and a 1.5 second penalty. And Devon has made up some ground on Stratos, and will be looking to get by, I am sure. Let's make our way back up front, see what's going on. Boku with that 1.5 second penalty, I'm sure, is frustrated by that. But oh, Lisa kid, very squirrely. I'm not really sure. It is very cloudy, so the track will be cool. Don't think there's any rain in the forecast today, but really impressed with Tuzum running out front, doing really well. Of course, we know Lisa and Tuzum both very fast. Turret has made his way. Oh, wait a second. CBD must have had something. 1.5 second penalty for CBD. So Turret has made his way up to third. Boku is back up on Racer GT's bumper here. But Turret really needs to take this opportunity to gain some ground here, because he is the only one of this group on the soft tire. But It does look like Boku oh, I don't know what turn got all wrong. He went 3 wide right there. Not somewhere you generally see that happen, but everybody's keeping it super clean here. We are seeing some people with getting into some penalties, but they'll be okay. Again, one thing about this, not a lot of people were, oh, and my boy D with some front right damage and a second and a half penalty. Let's jump back up front here, see what's going on. Huzum and Lisa kept their noses clean on the softs. Clearly the softs have a lot more grip than the medium, as you see a lot of these guys are kind of all over the place a little bit. So you have Boku leading these group 3, 4, 5, and 6 is right there. So Boku does this have a 1.5 second penalty at the starting of the straight, so they want to make up some ground so that he can get a bit of a leadway. CBD also will be pushing very hard. He's got another 1.5 second penalty, but it is an hour race, so plenty of time for the drivers to sort themselves out and make their way up front. You still had Devon with a 2.5 penalty. Stratos is 2.5, but they're getting along well now, much better. The drivers, like I said, they'll figure it out. A lot of these guys are on medium, so they should be able to run out and do softs towards the end. So we have a bit of a gap up front now, 1.7 seconds between Tuzum and Lisa. I'm not sure if something happened to Lisa Salters or if Tuzum was just really quick through that sector. Not entirely sure, but whatever the cause, still 1.5 second penalty, or 1.5 second gap, baby. What? Sorry. What? Alright. Back to the action. This is going to be a bit of a slower... It's a very long race. This is the longest race so far. We have a 13-second gap between third and second. With the issues that Boku had, the damage, that's not too bad. He also had to fight his way back up through traffic and on a slower... Oh, hold on one second. Okay, I thought I'd seen something on the map, but these guys are really staying pretty close together. Looks like CBD's made his way up. Looks like Turret might... Oh, Turret definitely had an issue. 1.5 second penalty for Turret as well. Turret was running in 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4th. No, he was in 4th, so he's actually dropped back 2 spots. So we actually have 3 people between P3 to P6 that all have 2.5 penalties at the moment. P7 is running clear. He's 22 seconds behind at the moment from P6, so a bit of a gap here. But we have P8, 1.5 second penalty, and it looks like Devon, there he is, also having 1.5 second penalty, but he's still going. At least Salters has made up the almost the entire, has made up over a second down the back straight. So let's go back here and see how this is playing out with the 1.5 second penalties for everyone. Looks like Boku's still right there, only lost 1 spot. CBD didn't lose a spot, and Turret had to serve his penalty. So really the only thing that changed was these 2. Let's go check the front here. See if Lisa decides to go for a move or he's just playing it. Oh, GT7 is definitely glitching out. My track has disappeared, so that's not ideal. There we go. We have track back. Thank you, GT7. Thank you, Polyphony. So we almost side by side, but it's going into nighttime, so it looks like Lisa is just going to give away for now. We do have Racer GT here just in front of Boku, both on the medium tires. So this is the battle for the first place on medium tires. Looks like Boku's gonna just fall in line for this turn here. Where's CBD? CBD. Oh no, CBD must have had another issue with another second half penalty. Super unfortunate for him. Looks like some damage. Not sure if I missed something or if he just got out of line. Love my boy CBD, big supporter. Unfortunate for him though, because he was right there in that battle for P4. Also, speaking of P4, it looks like Boku just took over. Or is Boku's going to be on the outside? Oh my goodness. These guys can't figure out who wants to be in front here. Boku has got back in front of Racer. Both really good drivers, so I'm sure this would be a good battle. They are 21 seconds behind. In a minute we will go check on the front runner's tire situation, but these guys with a 1 hour race, we're 11 minutes in. If it were me, I think I would be trying to just work with other drivers around. Let's check soft tire situation. Soft tire is still looking in really good shape. 11 minutes in, so we are just under a quarter of the race. Soft tires do still look really good. Not higher tire wear or fuel consumption, but fuel look like it's only going to make it about 2 laps. So everybody will probably have to come in after this. We're probably looking at a 2 or 3 stop race here, so I'm excited to see what people decide to do for tires. Oh, I think GT Racer just went into the grass there. Half-second penalty for that. Got all 4 tires outside. Track cutting penalties are on, so let's make our way back and see what's going on. Oh, we got hella fun to play. Actually getting overtaken by Stratos here. So got that job done. I don't know if he let him have it or if he just... what happened there, but... positions did change hands. Looks like everybody has stayed steady throughout. Devon still feeling his way out. Getting in a nice little rhythm back there. Stratos is pushing. My boy Straight Toes coming out and racing. Definitely appreciate that. CBD's kind of in no man's land here, honestly, if I'm being honest. About 15 seconds behind P5, 18 seconds ahead of Straight Toes. I know CBD has the pace on his day to be the fastest driver in this lobby, or at least one of the fastest. So I imagine come the end of this race, you'll see an entirely different position or pace out of CBD than you do now, as long as he sticks with it. Up to a 2-second penalty, so I'm sure he's frustrated, but very fast driver. It looks like we have Turret has fought back up to Baku, which, oh no, has another 1.5 second penalty. Just checking the penalties here. It looks like Lisa actually, Salters is 9 seconds behind Baku, or Box, with a 0.5 second penalty. So definitely some issues for Lisa there. You have Racer GT with a 0.5 second penalty. Boku with a 2-second penalty now. These shortcut penalties are eating these guys alive. Oh, Turret into the wall. 1.5 second penalty with damage. Oh, these penalties. Oh, CBD got a 4-second penalty. Oh my goodness. I have the absolute OP comment. Now Box got a penalty. Everybody on the grid's got penalties. Penalties for everybody. You get a penalty. You get a penalty. Everybody's got grid penalties at this point. My goodness. I don't know if it's me or what, but I'm definitely setting drivers up here. You know, penalties are on weak. Shortcut penalty and wall penalties. I honestly didn't think we'd have that many issues with them, but I have been proven wrong, and everybody seems to have a penalty. Lisa Salter's 8-second gap to a Box definitely must have had a wreck somewhere. I missed it, unfortunately. But taking a look at everybody's fuel, it does look like, let me just go down through the grid here. Somebody has damage I just missed. Turret has a 3-second penalty and damage now, so that turret must have went back off because that damage would have repaired itself by now. I did go easy on the drivers and make it light damage, so 5.5-second penalties for CBD. Definitely not enjoying himself at the moment. 1.5-second penalty for Stratos. He is by himself. We have some big gaps that have opened up through the grid here. Everybody seems to be a few seconds apart trying to find their way through this night. The closest gap's about 8 seconds at the moment. Got box here. Let's see what these drivers are seeing here at nighttime. We're right along board through one of my favorite sections of the track here with Tuzzum. Currently P1 on soft tires. I'm not sure what strategies are here. By the time the drivers get to the end of this lap, it's going to be around the 18-minute mark, I believe. So basically 1/3 of the race, they do have to use 2 tire compounds. So I'm thinking 2 soft tire stints for the drivers. They're going to have to pit at the end of about every second lap. So just simply due to fuel. I'm not sure any drivers are fuel saving to get. Looks like, let's go back here to Lisa Salters, because Lisa Salters now has a 1-second penalty and is 14 seconds behind box. So Lisa Salters must have had issues. Seems a lot of drivers are having issues right now with the medium tires are definitely struggling. We're 19 seconds behind soft tire runners, but everybody's gonna switch tires, so we have to really see how this plays out here. But we have Boku with 2-second penalty. We have Turret with a 6-second penalty now and more left front damage. So that's got to be 3 times on this lap. Unfortunately, at least 3 times. Turret has wrecked, but CBD still 21 seconds behind Turret. So he's definitely had some issues, I'd imagine, himself. CBD seems to be doing really good on fuel at the moment. Doesn't look to be fuel saving, but looks to be doing better than some others, if I'm being honest. Let's see, Stratos, 1.5-second penalty, currently 10 seconds behind CBD driver, and 21 seconds in front of Hella Fun to Play, which unfortunately has front left damage and a 3-second penalty. And my boy Devon's got a 3-second penalty, but no damage, so. And almost. Okay, now Box had his headlights off, just chilling with no headlights. He did not go into the pit, so it looks like we might be getting 3 laps out of these tires. Or out of these fuel and tires. So curious to see what people decide to do then. Because another 3 laps after this pit, maybe it's a 1-stopper. We shall see what people decide to do. Lisa Salters currently 16 seconds behind, no penalty now. We have GT Racer 18 seconds behind Lisa Salters. Penalty is taken care of. Still not going into the pits either. Gonna ride along with these guys and see if anybody decides to pit and get off these tires. Doesn't look like it. Soft and medium runners are both all choosing to go at least 3 laps. Stay on board with Turret here and just see what he decides to do. Yeah, I don't think anybody's actually going on to Turret to use up a good bit of fuel. Doesn't look to be fuel saving. I can't see where people's fuel levels are, unfortunately. I can see what level, but not what percentage. So, oh, looks like we have something must have happened. Oh, CBD must have served his penalty. He's just behind Stratos at the moment. Let's see how this plays out. See if they might end up having themselves a little race down this back straight. We are 20 minutes into this race, about, what, 5 minutes into the night time, so... It looks like CBD just was not able to get enough tow to make his way in front of Stratos there, so... Either didn't have a good enough exit, or the tow is just not that strong. I'm gonna hang out with these two just for a moment, as the rest of the grid has a pretty sizable gap. I think the drivers have realized, oh my goodness, I missed Stratos, went off. Not good for my boy Strat. Unfortunately, he was doing well, was just in front of CBD. CBD is actually just waiting for him, so, or just not racing anymore. Guess they just decided to be in their own race. Devon just now serving his penalty down a back straight. Duzum's taking this thing seriously. He's pushing. 4/15 up on 4/10 up on the best lap so far. With the best lap of the race in 9 minutes and 15 seconds on the soft. So Duzum looking really good with a 16-second lead. I think we missed. Oh, Lisa's really pushing. I think we missed Lisa's sector time, but we should be able to see a new sector should be coming up here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Just kind of see what pace Lisa's on here compared to Tuzum. We do know Tuzum's 4/10 up at the moment, about a 16.8 second gap. So I can promise you, Lisa will be pushing to the end. So Lisa's up by a second, so it does look like Lisa's actually probably gaining some ground on Tuzum at the moment. We'll see where some of these other drivers are coming through. Looks like we actually have Boku with a half-second penalty, though, again, unfortunately. Looks to be making up ground again on Racer GT, only 3 seconds behind, so... I did not think that the penalties were going to be that crazy of an issue here, if I'm being honest with you, but it has. And the driver just gotta adapt to it, that's all, honestly. CBD and Stratos, they're just, I don't know, they're just coasting it now. I'm not sure what they're doing, so. Hella Fun to Play is 27 seconds off of them, but is closing down only 27 seconds at the moment. Sounds a lot, but it's really not. And Devon's getting along well. No penalty, no damage, so I can't ask for much more out of them. And the lead is down to 15.7, so Lisa Salters is definitely on a charge. If I'm Tuzum at this point, I am just making sure I'm hitting my braking markers, keeping an eye on my fuel. I'm sure he's keeping an eye on his tires, knowing that those are going to be fading. But between the night, it's hard to see for some of these drivers, and just the penalty situation with the you can't go off track. The drivers are definitely having some issues. Sports tires aren't something everybody's used to actually racing on, so definitely different for everybody. But these guys are really good drivers. They're getting used to it. Racer GT is actually doing really well in his first race here, so happy to see him doing well and sticking it out here. Boku is 4.8 seconds off of Racer GT, so their pace seems really close. I really enjoy watching Boku race, if I'm being honest with you. In race 1, he ran his strat. Just drives really smooth, really clean, pretty safe. I say safe, but it's fast. So yeah, Boku's definitely one of the favorites for me in a lot of these races. I like to think I try to race about the same. I try to be very smooth, and when I watch Boku race, he seems to drive about the same. Is using more fuel than looks like Racer GT here. Racer GT is doing well. Lisa Salters actually, even though Lisa Salters is definitely gaining on box here by another second, actually looks like he's saving the most fuel at the same time. Up 2 seconds on the fastest lap at the moment, so Lisa definitely finding his groove here. What do we have? We have Turnt, 34 seconds behind Boku at the moment. CBD and Stratos are just going side by side. Hella Fun to Play is now only 16 seconds behind those two, so made up almost 15 seconds. Unfortunately, D had some big collision somewhere. That's all the front's damage, and 4.5 seconds behind, unfortunately. But if you're on Twitch, go follow my boy Devon. It's Devon D Beast on Twitch. Really good streamer. Just trying to get him to stream a bit more. Does play some Call of Duty Warzone. Really funny guy. Really good guy, honestly. Should definitely give him a follow on Twitch. Who else we have? Stratos don't stream anymore. CBD used to stream as well. I'm not really sure about Turret. Could always ask. Or Balku. I do know Tuzum actually streaming right now. So if you're watching here, go over to Tuzum on Twitch, Tuzumbox, and tell him we said hi. I don't mind. You can come back. But Tuzum is leading this race. I wonder how he's feeling at the moment. Actually had a 1.5 second penalty, so probably not feeling really good about that. Let's see, Lisa, no penalty. This is gonna get really close here now because Tuzum is now 10 to 15 mile/hour slower down the back straight here. Honestly, probably could see Lisa. Can't see each other's headlights, but they're not far apart. Let's get a better view here. Now to 10 seconds, and it was about 18. Lisa 3 seconds up this lap, so very fast. Running very well, and I do believe everybody will be pitting. Yep. At this point, you have to. Tuzum goes in with 6% fuel, and Tuzum was on soft tires. So we will have. Lisa did have 4% more fuel, so Lisa will have a quicker pit stop by 4%. And fuel is not very fast, so you know, any fuel you can save, even 4%, will make it a quicker pit stop. Looks like Lisa's fuel stopped. I'm not sure why. Oh no, you're just not getting into the pit. I'm sorry. I'm sure the drivers will all be going full tanks. Racer GT is in with 7% fuel on mediums. Boku only 3 seconds behind with 4%, pretty low on mediums. Current is coming in behind on softs, so Current definitely not where he would want to be at this stage of the race. We have Tuzum came out on medium tires. Racer GT come out on medium tires. Lisa Salters with a not a slow stop. Is actually doing a second stint on. Oh, that might be controversial because Lisa has to 100% stop again to get on that second stint, second tire. But it just not come out of the pits at 29 minutes of a 1 hour race, so definitely curious to see how this strat plays out. Lisa's got to make another stop. We have oh wait a second, Racer GT just added fuel, stayed on the same tires. Boku switched to the soft tire and full fuel. CBD and Stratos, I don't know what these cats are doing back here. Not sure they're actually racing. Looks like they've picked up their pace. Hella Fun to Play is only 4 minutes behind. My boy D is having a rough go with 10.5 second penalty, unfortunately. So yeah, pretty interesting here. I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm gonna do this, which I normally would not do, but just want to put that out there in case some people didn't know. Some people aren't in the Discord, some people do know, so I'm just trying to help drivers out as we go. So what do we have? We have Lisa Salters closing quickly on Tuzzum, which is expected because Tuzzum is on the medium tires and Lisa's on the softs. Lisa Salters can do 3 more laps, but we'll have to stop at least, throw on some medium tires, and finish off 1 lap here. So we'll see how that works out. Racer GT did not change tires and did not even go full fuel, so not quite sure what Racer GT's strategy is, but we'll see how it plays out. Super surprised he didn't change tires, but he's driving, not me. Boku went full fuel and soft, so Boku has met his requirements for tires. 10.3 seconds behind Racer GT at the moment on a quicker compound, so I do expect him to pick up his pace. Are you good? Okay. I do expect him to close that gap. Turret is now 1 minute behind Boku after the penalty. Turret has switched to the medium tire, so he has completed his tire requirements as well. Full fuel. CBD is now on the soft tire, so tire compound requirements met. Full fuel. Strats also on softs now. Hella Fun to Play is on softs as well, and Devon has not made it to the pit yet, so he'll get there, and I'm sure he will switch to softs as well. Yeah, baby. Okay. Okay. So Tuzzum doing really well, actually. I'd almost thought Lisa would have already closed this gap, even though he has closed the gap down significantly. Soft tires ain't too bad. Tuzzum seems to have a really good feel for this. Street cars in general, but this one actually has really good pace. But it's gonna be weird to see if you're Tuzzum. Does Tuzzum know that Lisa Salters is on the soft tire? Or if he doesn't, they'll probably know pretty quickly here. Baby. Three seconds is the gap between Tuzzum and Lisa Salters. These drivers are racing for something. At the end of the year, at the end of the season, so about 5-6 more weeks, we will be having a first place. We'll be getting a either $50 gift card or their choice of merch from the MMR merch store. If you're interested in some of that, please let me know and join my Discord. You can get you a hoodie. We have hats, toboggans, whatever you call them, skull caps. I call them toboggans, but I'm from Ohio. Let's run through the grid here real quick just to see. Boku 7 seconds behind Racer GT now. Again, I do think Boku will... A lot of these drivers will have looked at the time and tires, so could be conserving, could be short shifting. Looks like Boku's really not, so I'm sure he's confident in his strat at this point. Turret? I thought Turret was one who did not switch tires. Oh no, Racer GT did not switch tires, so that's probably where the gap between Boku and Racer GT came from, because going into the pit, Racer GT was only 3 seconds ahead of Boku at the time, but he's made up a lot of time. Boku's closing that gap now. And technically, Boku does not have to stop again. So go back up to front. We're 0.6 seconds ahead where Lisa has caught Cousin. And let's see where Lisa's able to get ahead because Lisa desperately needs to get ahead and pull a gap here. He does need to stop again and go to the sauce for a minimum 1 lap. Oh, excuse me. Well, yeah, all the drivers will probably have to stop again. No, I mean, when they came out of the pits, they were at 4% fuel, a lot of them. 4 to 6%. They're at the end of the 3rd lap, and it was 29 minutes, so... You know, what a lot of these drivers have to worry about, especially if they're up front like Tuzum, is getting across the line before the 1 hour timer runs out, because their pace will have increased. Lisa, on the other hand, has to pit anyways and can take the necessary fuel for an extra lap, so Tuzum's going to be driving very defensively here because Tuzum doesn't want to give up that position, but oh, very close here. But again, Lisa desperately needs to get by. This track is hard to race on. It's very tight, a lot of corners. It's very dangerous. One of the best parts of the track here. Lisa can be patient and wait to the big straight. She may do at this point. But he probably would have liked to have gotten ahead there. The thing about this straight is what you have to consider when passing is if you pass too early, you give the driver you pass the toe and the ability to get back around you. So it's actually it's kind of a timing situation here where you really don't want to pass too early. And as I thought, oh, Boku's actually made a pass on Racer GT already, so he closed that gap extremely fast and got that move done. Let's go back up here and see. Lisa is side by side with Tuzum at the moment. Tuzum does slide behind and is looking on the inside, so like I said, he does have to be concerned about does Tuzum decide to try to go for this move here. And again, we don't know if Tuzum knows, at least it's on the medium tire. Or, I'm sorry, I apologize. At least it's on the soft, so Tuzum may be thinking this is for position. When at the moment, they're really actually in 2 different races, so let's see what happens down this back straight. Does Tuzum get the toe and go for a move here? Will be tough to get it done. Doesn't look like he's got the speed to do so. And no, it doesn't look like he's going to get it done. So we do expect Lisa to put some space between the 2 drivers. And Lisa needs to put space in there in case Tuzum does decide to try and no-stop this from the rest of the way out. We do have Boku, which is ahead of Racer GT, which does need to make another stop. I don't think Racer GT will make it on fuel, and he does need to use the 2nd tire compound here. CBD is 1 minute and 43 seconds behind 4th place. Not really sure, you know, CBD seemed to on lap 3 just kind of be playing around racing with straight toes, but he actually seems to pick up his pace now because he has passed Turnt, which unfortunately has a 3-second penalty for, I don't know, it doesn't look like he has damage. Could have been crossing pit lane, unfortunately. Stratos has a 3.5-second penalty on them soft tires and 14 seconds behind, unfortunately. Hella Fun is kind of just running his own race back here, 2 minutes behind. Whoa. Okay, Stratos seem to have... Oh, I'm sorry, 2 minutes, 2 seconds behind Stratos. So he'll be trying to close this gap up here, see if he can get ahead of Stratos. Looks like they are both on soft tires, so... I didn't see what was on that livery. It looked like a little gremlin or something. Seemed like it was staring at me, I'm not sure. don't know what that is, but it is nighttime, so all we can see is lights at the moment. But oh, and there's a steward there. Let's check back in on Devon. Devon did pit. Doesn't look like he took full fuel, or he's already used that much in a half lap. That could be the case. Let's see. Seem to have a lot of had to, pit stop on lap 3, so did a 10:54 on lap 2, not bad. Lisa Salters has now put a 4-second gap on P1. What is it? Lap 5. We're 40 minutes into this race already, so only 20 minutes to go. Actually, been a really good race so far. A lot of times, you know, Nürburgring doesn't provide racing. It's hard to do strategy. It's kind of hard to pass, hard to race close here. But actually, this has been pretty good. A lot of wrecks and penalties early in the race. As soon as it got nighttime, track got cold very quick, and drivers were struggling, wondering where their grip went. But as you can see, they have adapted, and the penalties are a lot less now, and drivers are a lot quicker than they were. So, unfortunately for Racer GT is still on the medium tires for the 5th lap. So he is probably struggling with grip at this point. But he's still in there and running, so respect to him. I'm wondering if he pits at the end of this lap, which is a really good call. Could pit at the end of this lap and then take his other set of tires. And yeah, that's actually not a terrible strat. I think he just took enough fuel to do one more lap. So he pits at the end of this lap. He's definitely good for the rest of the race, where other people might not be. So look out for Racer GT. That might have pulled a crazy strat here. We shall see. Definitely a 2-stop for him. And CBD, where are we at with CBD? CBD is still 1 minute and 9 seconds behind, so still a big gap here, but again, we'll just have to watch and see how this plays out. Still 18 minutes of racing left. CBD just went purple by 4/10, so like I was definitely saying, CBD definitely showing his pace. CBD is an extremely fast driver, so we'll see. We'll check back in on this 1 minute and 38-second gap in just a little bit. It looks like Hella Fun to Play has actually made his way in front of Turret, so Turret dropping back just a little bit, struggling with the medium tires on now. As you can see, getting a little wide, getting a little loose. Do have Strat toes just behind Turret. Devon finding his rhythm back here. Lisa is now put a 7.3 second gap on Tuzzum. As you see him in the background there. Again, Tuzzum is on his 2nd stint of soft tires, which I probably would have done the 2-stopper myself. He did go 3/10 purple, so on very fast pace at the moment. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. It looks like a 1-stop was possible, but what you really have to worry about is if you ran out of fuel. But technically, you run out of fuel after you cross the lot. I guess that still would put you in the front. I'm not 100% sure, so we shall see. But drivers have to know that and keep that in the back of their head, that there's a chance when it hits that 1 hour mark, if you're just past the line, you've got a whole nother lap to go. So, and it's not a short lap, so we shall see. Could get interesting here, and we're coming up to 16 minutes left. So with 28 seconds between Box and Baku, these two are probably done. Looking at the fuel, I think they are probably done here. So, oh, Tuzzum with a 1.5 second penalty and damage. Damages went away, but Lisa's now up to a 10-second gap. Like I said, Lisa needs that gap. Lisa could probably run this lap and one more lap, and then Lisa will have to take another set of tires. So we shall see how this plays out. It's going to be interesting now. Boku looking really good. Again, really smooth. Tires look good. Half a tank of fuel left, so we shall see. 15 minutes remaining now. Laps are 9 minutes. Right around 9 minutes and 30 seconds for a fast lap. So you look at another 18 minutes to complete 2 laps. You okay? You okay? That's if they were at the start finish, but they are not. So, very interesting to see. We have a half-second penalty for Racer GT. Hella fun to play. Looks to be 2 minutes behind Racer GT. Current. We have some action back here between, looks like 6th and 7th. Stratos. Oh, they're very close to each other. Not a place you normally see people being passed, but they're doing it and got it done cleanly, so GG's to them. Looks like, oh wait, CBD, what? Oh, I was just hyping my boy CBD up. Got his hazards on. I don't know if he's in a pause menu or about to quit or just has his hazards on, but unfortunate for him because he was flying. But big damage for CBD, unfortunately. Found himself in 8th position now. Devon still doing his thing. Cruising back here. Cruising for a bruising. Let's make our way back up to the front here. See what we got going on. Tuzzum just now serving his penalty, which is going to hurt. 1.5 seconds on the brakes on the big stretch. Now let's go up here with Lisa and see. Does Lisa go another lap? Or Lisa's 4/10 up on the best lap of the race. Looking at a 1:15 lap here, so really fast. 9:15 with this car and tire at night is really good. Fortunately, it doesn't look like daylight here yet. It should be here pretty soon. A 9:14.6, very fast. So basically, Lisa needs to go this next lap and then pit, get the remaining fuel necessary, and we'll have to go on the mediums for the last lap of the race, I do believe. Tuzzum, on the other hand, does have significantly more fuel. Only 16 seconds behind at the moment, but again, Lisa does not technically have to pit again. Unless he can't make it on fuel. Then he's going to have to stop for a quick fuel stop, but does not need to take tires. Unless he wants to go on the soft tires, so. Boku is now 18 seconds in tow, but look at the difference in fuel between Boku and Tuzzum. So Tuzzum has about half a tank of fuel left. Let's see, is Tuzzum short shifting? Let's check. Tuzzum is short shifting. So Tuzzum, I do believe, is trying to run this thing the rest of the way out. I think that's his plan. We do have Racer GT did go in the pit as I expected. We'll probably go onto the soft tires now and get the necessary fuel to finish this thing out. So let's see. Hella fun to play. Unfortunately, looks like he just came out of the sand trap with a 1.5 second penalty. Stratos with a 1.5 second penalty. Turret is struggling a bit. CBD still with a 6 second penalty. Looks to be paused, if I'm being honest with you. But Yvonne has some damage on that good looking car he was so hyper about. Boku with a 9:09 lap. So 6 seconds faster than Lisa Salters on that lap. That's a crazy good lap, and actually only 3 seconds from Tuzzum. So Boku absolutely on the move right now. Again, Boku, another one I think is going to have to slide into the pits again one more time to finish this race. And I still think Tuzzum's playing this long game. Tuzzum is trying for a no stop here, but where Tuzzum's going to run into an issue is if Lisa gets out a whole pit stop ahead. I don't know what the pit stop times here are. We didn't check that. But yeah, we didn't check it, but we shall see. How long does he hold Boku up trying to get by? I don't know. But I can assure you that Tuzin will be driving very defensively. At least I would be. So let's stay on board here and see what happens. Let's go inside. The old CAC pit action. What's up? You need more medicine. You're not feeling good. So this is done, okay? 10 minutes. Alright? Sound good? With the oh no! Tuzin with the spin. Oh no! Tuzin with the spin. And the damage. Oh, hazards on. Tuzin's paused. Might not finish the race. I know Tuzin's frustrated. Guaranteed Tuzin frustrated with that. Tuzin was driving really good. Daylight comes in with 9 minutes in the race to go. Super unfortunate. Goodness gracious. I know he's frustrated. Daylight just came back. It's morning time. So what do we have? We have Lisa Salters 34 seconds ahead of Boku at the moment. We'll need to pit one more time. Boku will need to pit again also. Running well. Hudson's now with a 3-second penalty. And paused, I do believe. Definitely paused. Yeah, so that's unfortunate for Tuzin. He was running really well today. Racer GT is a minute and closing very fast to Tuzin because again Tuzin is paused. You know, it does behoove the drivers to finish these races because again there is, you know, gift card on the line at the end of the race. You don't know who's going to make what races, so you know, to me it does make sense to complete these races, but you never know what's going to happen here. So that's the thing about this racetrack, at any time it can kill you. Looks like CBD is still paused. Yeah, that doesn't look like CBD line. He'd be drifting. Devon is still back here doing his thing. A lot of respect for Devon for coming out here and running, even though it's his first race. Very difficult track. So it looks like everybody running will still have to pit. Yeah, really big gap for Boku to make up on Lisa Salters here, so especially when both of them have to pit. But Lisa looks to be on for a good win here. 7 minutes left in the race. Definitely gonna have to run this lap, and Lisa has to pit for another set of tires regardless. So another 2 laps in the race to go. Boku can go back onto that's the one thing, Lisa does have to go on mediums, and Boku can go back onto another set of soft tires. And you can see the pace that Boku has with a 909.5, so Tuzin thinks, yeah, still paused. And down to 40 seconds to Racer GT. Racer GT is done also, so he does not have to pit. So Tuzin could maintain his 3rd place if he gets back on, or he left the race. Never mind. Or does not. Racer GT has been promoted to 3rd. Stratos is 4th. Hell of Fun to Play is 5th. Oh, I thought I had a penalty for a second. Sorry, my phone's dying. Let's see, what do we have here? CBD is still not driving. Devon. We keep having the no track glitch going on. So really our race is really the top 5, top 6 are the only ones driving at the moment. Well, Devon's driving back here in 8th. Devon couldn't close this gap on CBD because, again, CBD's not driving, so... Or is he? No. Well, we will see how that gap. 3 minutes and 44 seconds behind. I'll turn it with a wreck gid off the track, 1.5 pin. Actually, hella fun to play. Is actually caught up to Stratos, 3.8 seconds behind at the moment. So it does appear to be a bit foggy. And only 4 minutes left to go in this race, so get on. Let's go to our leader here. Our leader has to change tires as well. Boku does not have to change tires, but Boku won't make it on fuel for a whole nother lap, and we have a no map glitch. This is actually insane to see, isn't it? Nobody has a map. Flipping killing me on this one. Anyways, Lisa Salters into the pit. With 13% fuel, but he only got to run one more lap, so I can't imagine Boku. Yeah, Boku's definitely got to go. Boku probably has less than that. I wish I could get a track back here for everybody. The only person who's got a track is... There we go. Lisa Salters has now stopped, changing into most likely the mediums. It took no fuel. I can't believe it. Very quick pit stop for Lisa Salters. Did not have a lot of fuel. I'd be very surprised if Lisa makes it the rest of the way on that fuel. Thought he only had 13% fuel. Yeah, so I'd be surprised. He's like, what, 30% per lap? Because we're only doing 3 laps, so... I'll be curious to see. Boku only had 7, so let's see where he takes his fuel up to. Yeah, Boku's taking his fuel up. Should be about 30%. If I'm not mistaken. 33, yeah, 33%. So that's the fuel I would think you would need. That's the fuel Lisa has. So this has now become extremely interesting. Lisa is not only on the slower tire. Boku did take sauce. Lisa has got to fuel save. As you can see, full throttle at the moment and crawling over 100 mph. So, but 43-second gap. I don't know if not taking fuel was an accident or what. I would love to have, if Lisa, I can get Lisa in the Discord after this, would be fantastic. Yeah, we should see here. I'm really going to keep an eye on this gap. It is closing, but there's a big gap between first and second here. So we'll see. Anyways, down to 39 seconds. Racer GT did stop again? No, maybe? Yeah, I think Racer GT stopped again and took tires, not fuel. So fresh tires for Racer GT. It's 52 seconds behind Boku. We are at the last minute of the race, so this is the final lap. Straight toes will not have to go again, so this is probably the end. I don't think these two are going to make it across the line. So this is race for 5th and 6th right here. Looks like only the top 3 have to do another lap, so very interesting how this turns out here. We shall see. They have 25 seconds to cross the line. If they cross the line before, they'd have to pit to do another lap of fuel. We shall see. They're not going to get there. So this is the race for the end. We have both are doing the same speed. So it does not look like hella fun is gonna be able to make up that time. Stratos just... Let's see if Stratos realized this lap was right. Yep, he did. Okay. Looked like Stratos is gonna come away with a P4 here. Good job for the P4 for Strats. Hella fun to play. Is 5th. Really good points. Really good job sticking that out. We got Turret. Looks like P6. CBD is still paused. Devon coming home with a okay. Devon will come home in a 6th lap. He'd be 8th. 8th is not bad. Still good on points. Let's see. Lisa is flashing and has over half the lap to go. This is going to be... It's short shifting like crazy. I truly think this was a mistake by Lisa. I do not think it was intentional. Lisa is in emergency mode. This race might have completely got away from Lisa. And Boku is full tilt right now. That was definitely a mistake by Lisa. Probably accidentally hit the X button. Happened to me before. Super unfortunate. Racer GT now is the question. Boku is certainly gonna catch Lisa. Unfortunately for Lisa, just don't see him making it. Question is, does Racer GT get through? 54 seconds behind now. Racer GT is full tilt. We're only 20 seconds behind here. And this has got to be painful for Lisa. Ran such a good race. Kept his nose clean for the majority. Had a couple little penalties like everybody did at the beginning. Had a fantastic drive. Great strategy. Should have won this race. But I don't see it happening now. This fuel is going to absolutely be difficult to make it another half lap. But he is moving pretty well still. He's saving where he can. The time has slowed down. Boku is now 17 seconds behind. Surely Boku is watching this gap and pushing very hard. It looks like a minute. I apologize. The gap I was speaking of before was for Racer GT was to Boku. Racer GT is a minute and 16 seconds behind Lisa. So Lisa still, if he can push that fuel, but if he runs out of fuel, he will definitely struggle. And oh my goodness, I forgot about the end of the thing. Why wouldn't it run it off? GT7 is so crazy. Lisa with the absolute crazy strat. It went over my head. Wow. That is actually insane. I thought Lisa was going to get taken out after the 1 minute, after the 1 hour came. It gave the remaining time. So let me explain what happened here. We'll be jumping on my Discord. If the drivers want to come to the Discord, I'll be on the Discord. You guys can come. We'll talk about this race. Okay, so let's see. My first thing I thought when 3 laps was just short of 30 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me get to my Discord. Crazy strat by Lisa. Let me get to my Discord here. Okay, sorry. So this is, let me explain what happened here, in case you guys don't know. What happened is, yo, what's up? Who?
That was a fun race.
What's up, Repo Man? So let me explain to chat real quick what happened here, just so that everybody understands why we didn't finish race. So it was a 1 hour endurance race, right? So what happened was Lisa realized that it was going to be just over the amount of time required to get through. So Lisa didn't fill up, knowing he wasn't going to have to finish the very last lap. So after the 1 hour, it starts the 180 timer, which is as long as I can put it. And he knew all he had to do was make it to the end of that timer. So that's why Lisa saved fuel and then picked up the pace just enough to stay ahead of Balku. Balku could not catch up before the timer. We couldn't see the timer on screen, so... But yeah, that was extremely crazy. How'd you like the race, Repo Man? I got Repo Man here in chat.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing? So
I mean, from the rear of the pack, me, Stratos, OP Tur, we were all having pretty decent battles in the back.
yeah, I caught a lot of them. The penalties. It seemed like once it got nighttime, seemed like you guys lost a lot of traction there, and everybody seemed to be getting into the wall.
So I will say the first 3 laps, I was extreme fuel saving. When I pitted, I had half a tank of gas still.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I seen that when you did.
I was playing the pit lane timer game. So I saved as much fuel. I knew I had to swap tires anyway, so I saved as much fuel as I possibly could, and I was in the pits half as long as everybody else.
Yeah. I caught on to that when I was like, oh wait, he didn't take fuel or didn't fill up on fuel and didn't change tires, and then I remembered after half a lap or so that you were only about 3 seconds ahead of Baku when you guys went into the pits, and then when I looked again, you were like 30 seconds ahead, so saved a lot of time there.
Yes. I was playing the fuel saving game. I was actually on with Box and OP Tur. We were all in our own chat.
Yeah.
and let's just say it got a little comical at points.
Yeah, Tuzum had a great race. I can't imagine what he's saying on his, but I'm sure he's not happy. He was having a fantastic race and just lost it. Big penalty.
Yeah.
He was saving fuel, so his entire race and strat was kind of out the door. So unfortunate for him, but yeah, he had a good race. But you did well.
That's 2 in a row for him.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row. He quit both races, so Tuzum, even though he's made both races, is 0 points. But it's all good. It's all fun and games. But
and I didn't drift the hour like I said I would.
And you didn't drift. Yeah. If you end up watching the broadcast back, I kept saying that's our resident drifter here.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that back for sure.
Yeah, I tried to catch much action as I could, but man, everything kind of popped off so much when it just seemed like everybody, at one point, everybody on the grid had a penalty. I think it was lap 2.
Yeah.
Everybody on the entire grid had a penalty, so I'm just trying to catch everything I could, but every time I turn around, somebody else had a penalty. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm missing everything. But it was crazy.
I will say, hitting the Twilight Midnight area on this, probably on the back half of the track, was the worst.
Yeah.
And that's where I think a lot of people were getting penalties.
Yeah, it was just the timing. We had a small delay once we did set the grid, so it should have been about 15 minutes in daylight, and then about 30 to 35 minutes, and then the rest in daylight again. But where we had a small delay, it went to night pretty quick on you guys, so it was a bit weird how it all played out. But towards the end of the race, as I expected, everybody kind of figured it out, and you guys did a really good job with all that. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed watching it for sure.
Battling with Stratos, the last lap, I hit the dirt and I just lost it, and I was so mad about it.
Yeah, I imagine it looked frustrating. I did my best to make it this car more enjoyable, but I wanted to go with the German car because we were, in German track. So I wanted to kind of go with that. I thought the car handled really well, but to be honest with you, I don't think I did a lot of racing at the like twilight midnight time. So when I seen everybody go off the track, I was a little bit like, oh my god, did I mess everybody up here?
Yeah.
So,
Recommendation for future. If you do Twilight Midnight, do really well lit tracks, so like Le Mans,
well, I
like that.
did tell people to put the good headlights on. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Next race, I haven't announced.
From OP is making a track he knows. He said to tell you that.
Make a track that he knows. This is, the track's been around since the dawn of time, so a lot of people don't race it. But crazy enough, I actually picked this track for somebody who didn't even make it tonight. So that's actually kind of funny. But
if it makes you feel better, I've raced on this track in real life.
Oh, that's actually a bucket list for me. So congrats to you. I'm pretty jealous about that.
And it was a learning experience.
I bet. I didn't get lapped, calling that a win for Devon. I agree, Devon. Actually, if you guys are still here, I will actually give a small little tidbit here.
I was just say,
I will announce
1 second.
next.
I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna close out my stream because I'm still streaming as well.
Oh, okay. Let's see. It was way easier to drive than the GTR, but man, if you got right behind someone in the dark, your headlights cast shadows the rest of the track from. Yeah, Lisa. So I know I'm reading your chat. I don't know if this is exactly kept up with. I'm reading on OBS, so hopefully the chat's quicker than YouTube. But I was on board with you when you had caught up to Tuzzenbox, when you were on the softs and he was on the mediums. When you trying to get around, your headlights was just going completely black, and I was like, oh my goodness, you can't gonna be able to see nothing at all. So yeah, that was very interesting. Really fun dynamic, honestly. I really liked the day-night day. I thought it was really fun. The car was fun, but the next one, I haven't 100% sorted out the tires or the vehicle, but I do think I don't think I saved the track, but I think we're gonna go to was it Deep Forest I think it's Deep Forest. So next race is going to be a much easier track, I think. The cars are going to be different though. The cars they're going to still be a street car because they've committed to being street car races. But is it Deep Forest or Trial Mount? I can't remember which one I wrote down, but I think it's one of these two tracks. The only reason I'm kind of frustrated is because GT7's doing one of these in reverse right now. I think they're doing Deep Forest in reverse. So
that sounds right. I'll tell you in 1 second.
Yeah, I think it's Daily C is like Deep Forest in reverse, and I think I had Deep Forest going forward.
They're currently doing WeatherTech Raceway, Circuit de Spa, and then Deep Forest Reverse.
Yeah. See, I think I had planned for Deep Forest Reverse and a more fun car, a more lively car, but I think I was kind of frustrated. I wrote it down. I just don't have the paper with me, so that's the plan. If I happen to change the entire tracking car tonight, again, it'll be on my Discord, but that was a plan, Deep Forest, and I do have to check the car that I wrote down, but yeah, the rest of the tracks, I mean, I can promise you some people are going to like some and some people aren't going to like some because they're not all easy, but I thought after Nords that Deep Forest was a bit more easier, fun, more better flowing track that some people would be able to enjoy more. So that may be the plan, but if it changes, I will let you guys know. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. If you don't want to do Deep Forest and you have something you really want to race, a consensus, I'm not opposed to it. I do have all the tracks written down already, but I'm down for anything. That day night was awesome. Sucks a game makes it so difficult to actually do that. Yeah, I only know like 2 tracks you can do day night day. So Spa 24 hours and Nords 24 hours is the only one I know that have a full cycle.
Lasarth.
Which one?
Lasarth, Le Mans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I vowed to never do Le Mans because I think that's the most boring track of all time.
What else do I know that has? I believe I know Daytona does.
Yeah, you know the thing about Daytona is I don't think it does. You know, when the game first came out, they had a day-night-day cycle. But even if you go here, it just stops at midnight now. Unless they've updated it, but when I did my last races, we tested it at Daytona to try to do the day-night-day, and it actually won't do it. So,
Interesting.
yeah. I remember when the game first came out, they had just beautiful day-night-day. Sun came up, it looked amazing. But now I think it just goes night and doesn't. I could check it, but it hangs at night. Right? Yeah, I thought so, Lisa. Yeah, so for whatever reason, Daytona does not go day-night-day. I think it's literally Spa, Nords, the big worst track ever in history of time. And yeah, I think that's literally the only 2 tracks now. Well, 3, sorry.
Tokyo
3.
made. I was gonna say. Tokyo
Yeah, you're right. Tokyo does. That's right. Tokyo does. Tokyo is on my list, believe it or not. I tell you what,
And
on my.
Autopolis does too.
Does it?
If memory serves right.
Oh, I
believe
never
so.
even go there.
I love that track. That's one of my
Do you?
favorites.
It's definitely not mine. I'll tell you one track that I do have on my list that people aren't gonna like. Just a quick little sneak peek. Now I'm looking through my OBS, so I can't really see. Is it? Oh, right here. Alsace Village Reverse. My favorite race track. I hated it at first, but this track right here is not coming up Tuesday, but it is coming up, and I promise you. Oh, Topless has rain too. Okay. So it has rain and does day-night-day cycle? Well, I'm gonna have to test that because we might have to throw a little bit of day-night-day with rain. The only problem I have is I committed to street cars. I didn't necessarily commit to street tires. I wanted to do street cars. I could do a race where hard tires are available, where on the street car that would allow me to also give you guys the option of having rain tires. So if I do a track,
me and Cousin were talking about that actually.
Also,
sport tires are designed for rain.
Yeah, but the thing is, they just don't handle that well on street cars. At least in my opinion, I can test it, but it just doesn't seem to handle that well. But I can test. I think they're worse than intermediates, and if you have a car, any type of car, especially if it's rear-wheel drive, on sports tires in a rain, it's really hard to drive. And when I did the GTR at Dragon Tail, I lost half my grid because it was so hard to drive. So it's not fun commentating. We only have 3 or 4 people racing. We only had 5 really finish this race, so half of them were Paul's. Dragon Tail Gardens has rain and probably least used combo. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Dragon Tail, I already did Dragon Tail for race 1, so I really don't think I would go back to Dragon Tail Gardens, but I can assure you that I really wanted this to be a day-night-day with rain, but I didn't think about it till right before the race about the rain, because I had the weather on random and I had to switch it up, so. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, we were chatting about that during the race. Like one of us was looking at the radar every once in a while because I knew the 3 of us could have ran it. We wouldn't have had a problem.
We definitely could have, but I can assure you we will have race rain. Rain. I will test the vehicle, see if I can find a street car that handles well enough in the rain, or light enough rain that that you can stay on tires.
The Subaru 22B is fantastic in the rain.
Yeah. But
what else have I tested
Seaside,
a whole slew of cars in the rain.
Well, yeah, it is. I actually just ran that last night. I was running PhDs qualifying with their Group 1 cars, and it's pretty fun, but I did a lot of gardens last night. I ran like 30-40 minutes on gardens. Anywho, I really appreciate everyone who's hanging out. Has to be since it doesn't rain at Seaside. Yeah, why is that? They need to add rain to everything. I'm tired of adding vans and Jimmys that we already have and add rain to everybody.
Yeah.
We just got another Jimmy, the Suzuki Jimmy. We already have one. They gave us the same vehicle but another year. Come on, man.
It has a little bit more power, but
It has 100 horsepower. Nobody's going to use it.
yeah.
I mean, I would much rather have rain everywhere, but nobody uses it. And then they give us a Cosworth that you have to buy a used car that has 15,000 miles on it. Where is it?
I like the Cosworth.
I like the Cosworth too. I was looking at using it. They have two. I was looking at using it for a race. But I'm just like, man, if people don't buy it off the used market now, when the race is ready, because they have the other one right here.
I will tell you, over 160, that car is so unstable though.
160. I'm surprised you got it there, honestly.
The first thing I do is max it out, see what it'll do in a straight line, and then I tune it to drift.
They really put dynamic weather in the trailer, and it's on less than 10% of the tracks in the game. That's actually insane. You know, it was so crazy. That was one of their biggest things too, Lisa, is that they kept showing the tracks, like Tsukuba, where the track would actually change when the rain came. You could see the dry line coming. It's like one of the few tracks that actually does it on, but it was like a huge selling point. You talk about being let down. That is a huge letdown. Here we go.
I got a good car for you in the rain. I just thought about it.
What's that?
Nobody ever uses it. It's the Alpine A110, the 2017 version.
Yeah, but that's not like a... Well, it is a street car, but... Is it a street? Is that even a street car?
Yes, it is. Not A110 race car. The A110 2017. That is a street car.
I think I have it. Accurate star patterns. That's the other thing. Me and Devon were racing at Nords the other day when I was testing out the weather timing. And I was like, man, look at these stars. I'm like, they're so useless. Like, it's just such a useless thing to have. Nobody cares about, but we don't have rain, but like, I'm trying to see if I have that. Oh, there it is. This one.
I'm not on your thing, so give me 1 second.
Yeah, this is the one you're talking about. Yeah, I don't have this on my list, but I could test it. I do want to do. I would. Is that not it?
Not that one.
Well, I only have these
2017
two.
variant.
Oh, okay. I just don't have it yet then.
And it drives very, very similar to the Cayman, but with less horsepower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they added another Porsche too. That's really nice. I'm really glad we got 7,000 Porsches to pick from.
Oh, you mean one with just different things? It's just one. If you look, and me and my buddy or another buddy were talking about this, Porsche uses the same headlights and taillights on every single model, including the Cayman SUV.
It's funny. It is funny, man. But anyways, I'm going to close down stream. I really appreciate everybody who came out tonight, everybody who raced and continued to race throughout. I will get a tally of the points from race 1 and a tally from the points of race 2, and I will post them in Discord tonight. Again, I appreciate everybody who came out. Race 2 is going to have to be Tuesday. No, I'm sorry. Monday's race that was supposed to be this come Monday is going to have to get moved to Tuesday because I'm not going to be back from Ohio in time. I meant to move it to Thursday. I said I was going to, but then I realized Thursday is actually Thanksgiving. So I'm going to run the race Tuesday night, 8 p.m., and then try to get back on schedule. The following race will be 2 Thursdays from now. So, what you'd almost think Porsche is a Japanese brand. That's funny. But alright, man, I appreciate everyone. Yeah, 1,000 GTRs, 6,000 vans, you know. All that good stuff.
Thanks for having me out, Moose.
Yeah, sure thing, man.
It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for popping in Discord and having a talk. I tried to get Lisa in here in the Discord to talk to the podium, but Lisa just rather chat on the thing.
Fair enough.
Nah, but yeah, I appreciate you hopping in and talking about your race. And like I said, I want to do this more often. Well, every time I race, I'll try to have some racers coming in here to Discord and have a talk about the race. So have a good night, everyone. Have a good night on stream. Appreciate you guys all coming out. And I will talk to you all Tuesday next week.